Hello, and welcome aboard. A few weeks ago, I made this video about bowlines, and I think it's pretty great. Maybe the pinnacle of all boating content. And among the tens, hundreds of people that watched it was this person, who did not seem all that impressed with my claim that the bowline is the only knot you need.
Boo!
And that's fair, it's a bold statement. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys all the reasons and ways to use a bowline. However, to avoid future criticism, I will admit that there are knots more suitable for different jobs. Specifically when it comes to some long-term effects, like chafing and tension. You will see some examples of this in the video. I'm not so in love with the bowline that I can't admit this. But it is a knot that once you learn to tie, you start using for everything, especially when it's the only knot you know. And it can do just about every job that I can think of. Adding a loop to a line is the backbone of seamanship. The only thing I know a bowline can't do is like and subscribe to this video. Come on, you can do it. Hit the subscribe button. So if you enjoy it, please consider subscribing. It does mean a lot to me, and don't be afraid to leave a comment either. I would like to get your guys' opinion on when a bowline isn't useful, and I promise I won't make a video about it, probably. So here are some common and uncommon reasons why people choose the bowline over other knots every day. And afterwards, I'll show you all the specific ways you could use a bowline instead of another knot in an attempt to show you that it really is the only knot you need. Number one, the most common reason to use a bowline is to save money. Avoid paying a rigger to splice the end of your dock lines, save a few dollars on expensive stainless hardware, and reuse old lines that were meant for something else. Learning to tie a bowline is a very cost-effective skill, and it won't rust. Reason number two, out of necessity. Whether it's a tender, a fender, or a lazy captain, sometimes you need to attach a line to something. And sometimes that object is fixed and you have to secure a line around it. And reason number three, I alluded to it earlier, your skill set. You might be out in the middle of the ocean and not have internet to pull up YouTube. It is easiest and oftentimes best to go with the knot you know. And with the bowline being the gold standard of knots, it is the first choice that can get you out of a less than ideal situation. Now here's a little montage of the bowline, successfully doing all the things that other knots and equipment were designed for. Now, before I end, I would like to reiterate that there are other knots and equipment that may be more appropriate, but the bowline is the only knot you need. Thanks for watching, smooth sailing. I know this is silly. Catching a calico bass in the harbor is not really gonna be a good test of a bowline, but I'm not a fisherman, and I'm not gonna charter a yacht to go surface sword fishing just to test a bowline for the last 10 seconds of this video. But you can bet if I catch something, it's gonna be the thumbnail.